Afternoon, good people. This is your host, Calvin Anderson, for the Check In With podcast. Today, I have a very, very, very special guest. She is a fully professional registered member of the British Association of Dance Movement Psychotherapy. As a dance therapist, she embodies the body and mind and described her as a fiercely compassionate, graceful, provocative, and a passionate pattern finder. There's so much more I could say, but I'm going to let her go ahead and speak today. We have today, give a warm welcome to Anastasia Moraiti. How are you doing?
Very much. I'm good. Thank you very much for hosting me today.
Of course.
And I'm your first.
You're my very first guest.
Amazing.
So
I hope all the best for your check-in podcast.
thank you so much.
Yes, and thank you very much. Thank you.
So I guess where I want to start with, first question, what made you get into therapy?
Wow. That's a very big question, I guess, because I have to go really back when I was about 6-7 years old. And it was the first time I realized I want to do something with people in my life. I want to work with people. Obviously, there are so many things you can do. And later on, at the age of 14, 15, when I was a teenager, and I had to kind of specify a bit more what I want to do, I realized after reading a book, it was Freud's book, to be honest. I realized that this is what I want to do, and mainly I want to be helpful for people and listen to their stories.
Wow, that is amazing. So I guess from that then, my next question or follow-up question for you is, why dance? Why dance movement therapy? And what has that journey been like to you?
Yeah. Right. So I was always dancing. Since I was about 5-6 years old, I started ballet classes, where I fell in love with ballet and generally with dance. So after after a few years being in ballet, I started trying other dances as well, like contemporary, then more modern, hip hop, and social dance as well. Pretty much I've done a bit of everything. And then when I decided that I want to study psychology, I always had at the back of my mind that at some point I want to combine my hobby, my passion, which was dance, with my profession, still passion, which was psychology. And I start Googling things like dance psychology, dance and psychotherapy. And this amazing master's degree in England, in the UK, came up, the dance and psychotherapy masters. And and here we are today.
Out of all the styles that you studied, what is like your favorite one?
My favorite style? I would say contemporary, lyrical contemporary, because exactly it combines what I have at least in my mind, dance and saying a story through your dance, express your emotions and your feelings through dancing. Yeah.
Easy. So then that makes so much sense into why you came into the course.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
How has it been in terms of, or for people who don't know, what does dance therapy do for a person who comes to you and says, "Hey, Anastasia, what is it that it does? How does it help?"
Yeah. That's a very good question, and it's a question I'm getting all the time because dance and psychotherapy is not so famous yet. Although I feel that the art therapies in general, like music therapy, drama therapy, play therapy, or dance and movement therapy, they're kind of becoming more and more famous in the UK.
Yeah.
So what dance and movement therapy can bring to a person is an extra element that the talkative traditional therapy is lacking, I feel, which is bringing the body into the session. Actively.
Yes.
Not only the mind and working with the thoughts and patterns and core beliefs, but also working with the stored trauma that is lying in our bodies, really. It helps a lot people who have difficulties to express themselves verbally as well, for several reasons. Or for people who are not ready to express themselves verbally around a traumatic experience that they might have. Or people that they prefer arts as a way to work with themselves in a therapeutic way. So my first job, for example, it was with children with special needs, especially I was working with children with autism.
Yes.
And that was a big asset, that I could work with them in many, many different ways, through dance, movement, play. Also, I'm using tools like music, for example. So it's not everything based on talking, on traditional sitting and talking and having a conversation. And that's when I realized that, yes, there are so many groups of people out there that, traditional therapy is not really for them, or they cannot access it easily.
Yeah. Wow. That is powerful. Before I get into the third question, this is just coming to me as you're speaking. Because the body is more involved in the actual session, what is, I guess, for verbal therapists or talkative therapists, you said, it kind of comes into our mind what we take on. Now that the body's involved, is there like more of a toll that comes with having a session with someone who's expressing that things they couldn't when it's a verbal aspect? But yeah, how does that affect you from coming from like a verbal session to physical?
Yeah, also a very good question. So before doing my master's degree in dance and psychotherapy, I was a psychologist. That's my background. Yes. So I studied psychology initially back in Greece, and I finished my studies. I worked a little bit as an assistant psychologist, doing the assessments, doing a little bit of talkative work when appropriate. And later on, I took my decision to come here in the UK and do my master's degree. So, yes, I do have experience from just talkative therapy. And, when I was doing the talkative therapy mainly, I was always feeling that there is something missing from sessions. Or sometimes with some clients, we were reaching to a point that there was a wall. And we couldn't go like any further. And I was thinking, what is this element that is missing? And yes, and slowly I got into reading and studying about the more movement psychotherapy, dance and movement psychotherapy, or what we nowadays call somatics. Somatic therapy. And then I realized that maybe this is the element that is missing, working with the body as well as the mind. So I want to just say here that in my dance and movement therapy sessions, there is a part that we are talking. So if the client wants to talk, there is always this reflection part at the end of the session. So after the movement part of the session, there is the check-in part at the beginning, which lasts for 5-10 minutes max. And then there is the reflection part at the end, after movement, which is reflecting on what happened during the movement session for them. People, they have the chance to express themselves verbally at those two stages.
Yeah.
Or if they don't want to, they can use different artistic ways, like drawing, like moving again if they want. However they want to express themselves. So if someone wants to talk, they do have the space and the time to do that within the session. But it's not only talking. The mindset behind the session, the dance and movement psychotherapy session, is that we are trying to address equally the body and the mind. So let's say that in 1 hour session, we are devoting half an hour to the movement part and half an hour, 10 at the beginning, 20 at the end of the session, to either talkative, the talkative part of the therapy session, or if the person, they don't want to talk, or they cannot, again, we are finding different ways, artistic ways to do so.
Amazing. You said a key word which segues nicely into the next question, which was trauma. So what is trauma and how does it affect us?
Okay, that's a big question.
It is broad.
Isn't it? Very broad. I will try to speak from more from a body-based perspective, right? Which comes from somatics. Somatics is like a field which involves a lot of body work and movement science as well, based on kinesiology a lot as well. So that's the science part of it. And it's there to support actually the trauma is encoded in our bodies as well as in our brains. So let's take an example. When someone goes through a very scary experience in their lives, let's say, the fear that they are feeling at that moment, it is going through their bodies as well as their minds. So it's not only affecting their brain, but also it affects massively the body through the sensations, right? And all of this tension that we are holding in our bodies, nowadays we now know that it's unprocessed feelings and unprocessed sensations that we went through in difficult periods in our lives, challenging periods, or even traumatic events and experiences, that we never really had the time to process them and release them from the body. So all of those things are manifesting through what we call psychosomatic symptoms. Tension in the shoulders, the back pain, the jaw tension as well. Any kind of pains, unexplained pains as well, we're experiencing. And I'm very glad, Calvin, that nowadays even doctors, they do somehow they do realize that many issues that they're coming up as health issues, I would say skin issues, for example. It's a big one. They're coming from stress, tension, anxiety, and they are considered psychosomatic.
Right. Wow. It's I guess it's so good to hear, because when you hear trauma, you don't really get the explanation of where it's kept or where it's actually stored. So to hear that from you is amazing. Thank you. Which then segues nicely again into, as you're talking about the body, can you explain, Anastasia, what the nervous system is and what it does?
Yeah. Thank you for asking me this question, because we usually say body and mind connection or body work or body-based therapy, right? What's the really meaning behind the body is the nervous system. we don't really mean the muscles or the flesh. We really mean the nervous system that lies throughout the whole body.
Yeah.
And the nervous system is what connects the body with the brain. It's the only part in our bodies that is I would say it's the bridge between the brain and the body. It sends the signals from the body to the brain and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine that we hear like a very scary like and very strong So let's say that we sit here and there is a phone going outside.
Yeah.
This will obviously scare someone.
Of course. Yeah.
And that will both affect the body and the mind in the sense that, first of all, the body will get much more tensed. Yeah. So through our senses, our nervous system gets the message that we are under a threat. That's the body part, the nervous system part. And then, obviously, we're going to have a thought. Something's going on. We are not safe. Something's going on outside. So equally, something that happens externally affects the body and the mind at the same time. Yeah. So when we are going to work with a person therapeutically, I feel we need to address both equally. The body as like nervous system and the brain.
Yeah.
Nervous system work or nervous system regulation, to be more specific, is what I'm actually trying to do through my work.
Right.
Meaning that I'm providing a lot of tools and resources to the people I'm working with, that they are regulating, they're helping them regulate their nervous system so they feel this safety again in case that they've lost it after a traumatic event or incident, and be at a state that they can then work also with the thoughts from a talkative point of view. What I'm saying is that in some cases, I will take a specific example, like someone who went through sexual assault, for example. Let's say that this person, most of the times, to be honest, they are not ready to talk about their traumatic experience, what they went through. But definitely they need some support. Yes. So that's where the a bit more body-based approach is coming here to work with this person, to provide them this safety. Safety, first of all, feel safe in their bodies through the nervous system regulation techniques and tools and resources. So then they can eventually, after a while, they can bring themselves into a point, first of all, to feel more grounded and to be able to process their trauma also through the brain as well as the body.
Wow.
So I think that that's one of the biggest examples that I can bring when I'm talking about nervous system regulation and nervous system work.
No, thank you. Thank you for even giving a visual example, just so that I can, and I guess everyone listening can picture it and put themselves in that space to see, okay, this is how my nervous system would react. Then how would we, because you said there's techniques and stuff that you have to implement for someone to regulate their nervous system. So how do we, for someone who doesn't know how to regulate their nervous system, what would be the process for that, would you say?
Yes. That's the question I'm hearing from most of the people, to be honest. Anastasia, how can I regulate my nervous system? We don't have to go through an extreme traumatic experience, like we might feel that our nervous system is getting unsettled, for example, or dysregulated from even, I would say, everyday anxieties and the little traumas. Especially if we are exposed to them for a prolonged period of time. So someone who is working in a job that is the environment is quite toxic, for example, and they stay in this environment for a long time, definitely their nervous system is going to get affected. And they will internalize this fear. So every time before they go to their work in the morning, they will have those sensations, those bodily reactions, kind of like as the body is trying to protect them from something that is coming. Right? That can manifest as body pains, body aches, stomach aches, headaches as well, etc. The biggest manifestation, I would say, is the panic attacks, which is a very big topic as well.
Very big.
If we think about the panic attacks, for example, what happens there is we have the restriction in our breathing, right? That's where the nervous system regulation techniques are coming to work, first of all, and above everything, with the breathing, and working with regulating the breathing, how we breathe, and learn how to breathe deeply. Right. So we have this tool. I would say it's a very important tool to have in our toolbox, in our self-regulation toolbox, because it's something that we can do everywhere, anytime, and it's free. We don't need any tools or any specific setting. We can do it literally even when we're driving or being out and about. So learning how to breathe is a very, very important tool, and we always use it in our work before starting the session, doing few deep breaths, belly breathing. So we're learning how the diaphragmatic breathing is working, and that helps us to ground ourselves as well. And settle the tone for the session. So breathing techniques, there are several breathing techniques that, depending on what the person needs, that I'm actually sharing with people. Also, another technique that is very, very famous, and I'm using it a lot, is the tapping technique. Tapping in different parts of the body, again, depends on the needs, the client's needs, to release the tension from the body through this way, and actually to enhance the connection with our bodies in the cases of dissociative moments as well. Another one can be specific types of movement sequences that we are using. Depending again, for example, there are different movement sequences for anxiety, different for depression, low mood, different for phobias, for example. And there is a very interesting field which is called neurosomatics. I'm currently studying this online, but I'm like in the middle of the course, so I can say a few things, not in depth.
That's okay.
But I can share what it is. It is a field which is a very specialized field in somatics. Actually, what it does is it works with specific movements that they're helping you to enhance and strengthen the connection between the body and the brain, the mind. And to reprogram actually your brain through movements, specific movements, so your brain can has less reactivity in specific areas, and like areas such as the amygdala, where all the emotions they're firing up there.
Yeah.
So we're working with a neurosomatic exercises to deactivate or desensitize those areas in the brain, and at the same time we're working in enhancing our ability to stay more grounded, and meaning to use our prefrontal cortex, our more logical part of the brain, more often.
Wow.
Yes. Or in difficult moments.
You're gonna have to give us some techniques before we end today, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're part of the DMP. Is there anything you would add or you feel is missing from the DMP approach?
That's a very good question. So, yes, I am a registered dance and psychotherapist, and also I'm working as a private practitioner, providing DMP sessions to both children and adults. So, I feel that there is nothing that is missing because it's so broad.
Yeah.
Actually, and it includes so many different tools. For example, while we are providing the dance and psychotherapy session, we are actually free to use music as well, or different like tools. For example, when I'm working with children, I'm always bringing some toys.
Yeah.
Or clothes to dress up, and all of those elements are coming from drama therapy, actually, or masks. And we are actually borrowing tools from many different areas. We do have the talkative part. We do have the play.
Yeah.
We do have the music. Also, we do have resources and tools coming from play therapy, for example. So it's so broad that I don't feel that something is missing, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. You've kind of delved into this already, but for someone who doesn't know the effectiveness of body-based therapy, if you had to kind of round it up or give a few suggestions to why it's effective, what would you say?
Okay. I would say that the number one reason why a more body-based approach is, in my opinion, more effective than a pure talkative traditional therapy session is because those artistic elements like movement, dance, music, can be drawing, tools, we can actually bring our unconscious to our conscious level quicker. We can dive and look at what's happening behind the scenes. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
So I feel that working in a more, let's say, indirect way, and more definitely non-threatening way, that we can first of all calm people's anxieties around what should I say, or am I ready to share that with my therapist, or how am I going to share that with them?
Yeah.
What are they going to think of me, etc. So using all of those elements, we kind of, I think, giving the sense to the people that it's a very non-threatening, very person-centered environment for them to express themselves as they want fully. Skipping all of those direct questions, for example, or the challenging part that therapy involves, talkative therapy. And I feel that many people, they're having those anxieties and fears before starting therapy, and it's something that stops them or makes them procrastinate getting support. So all of those little things and fears and anxieties around therapy, I think they're getting very eased when it comes to a more artistic and more indirect way of working with our traumas, with our issues, challenges, etc.
So your DMP knowledge and just your knowledge in general, Anastasia, from what you said is very vast, and you have such great depth and insight. What other areas do you wish to, I guess, specialize in that you haven't mentioned, and which ones that have piqued your interest, would you say?
So, first of all, I love Gabor Maté. He's my favorite.
Yeah.
Recently, I went to see him. He came to London to speak about trauma.
Yeah.
Actually, I love his compassionate way of working with people, and this, yes, very direct but yet compassionate way.
Yeah.
So I would consider doing his course. So he has a specific course providing for people, online course for people that they want to follow him. His approach, it's the compassionate inquiry approach.
Yeah.
So this is something I'm interested in doing in the future, and continue my studies and getting more knowledge in the neurosomatics, which is it is part of the body-based therapies, but it's a very, very specific one. And it gives extremely specific tools for specific issues, as I said, like phobias, like OCD. So it's very targeted, if that makes sense. While Tantric psychotherapy, it's a lot more broad, but that means that it's an umbrella. Therapeutic way of working, and then everyone has obviously the right to specialize in specific issues. For example, trauma, it can be working with children, working with elderlies, or working with psychosis, schizophrenia. That's a new topic in dance and psychotherapy that there's a lot of research going on recently. Autism, neurodevelopmental issues, ADHD, etc.
When you went to his conference, was there anything that he said, like a quote or anything that you could share with us today?
Yeah. So I'm always keeping from him about trauma is something that I don't think that on a social level we're so aware of. And he says that trauma is not exactly what happens to us, is what left us feeling and thinking. Yeah. And trauma affects us more when we didn't feel seen, heard, and supported at that time.
Yeah.
We were going through a traumatic experience or a traumatic period in our lives. And that's very relevant for the kids, for example, who are going through several life experiences in their lives. They will have a completely different approach in life if they have someone to support them, someone to always be there, someone that they know they can go and talk to, an adult, someone that they feel if I go to this person, they will believe me, they will hear me, they're not going to judge me, they're not going to punish me, of course. So, yes. That's what always stays in my mind from him. And the hope that he's sharing always with people. So at the end of the conference, there was this time for people to ask questions, right?
Yeah.
And they were all asking very, very difficult questions, and they were sharing a little bit of their stories and what they went through, extremely traumatic experiences. And and they were asking, is there any hope for me? Am I ever going to feel good again? Am I going to feel safe again? And the way that he was responding to them and giving them hope and telling them, actually, yes, of course, definitely. I feel that this man is actually sharing hope, but not in this toxic, positive way, if it makes sense. He does it in a very realistic, very raw, and very compassionate way.
Wow.
Yeah. And the quote that just came to my mind from him,
Please share.
is the connection before correction.
Wow.
Mainly he was talking about kids at that time and children, but I think that applies to all the relationships. Before you go to correct someone or to tell them what you didn't like, make sure that you create this connection between you, so then they can hear you.
Yeah.
And definitely you're not going to raise defenses from their side.
Yeah.
Or make them feel judged, for example.
Yeah.
Or something.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that with us. Anastasia, share with us, you mentioned a couple of techniques earlier. Share with us, I guess, the breathing technique, the tapping technique, any technique that you think would be beneficial to our listeners today.
So, my number one and favorite tapping technique is what we call butterfly technique.
Okay.
So literally what you do is you're placing your hands on your arms, creating this butterfly effect, and you're just tapping. Yeah. Obviously, you need to make yourself comfortable firstly, and be in a nice environment. You can either have some music on, some candles, so the environment plays a very big role.
Yeah.
As I said, always before we do any body work, anything, or starting a session, we are taking 3 deep breaths. That's to settle us down and to ground us, actually. And that's very, very the easiest way, just breathing, but make it more like diaphragmatic breathing, belly breathing. So being aware that we breathe very deeply. What helps me to understand if I'm doing it correctly or not is to place one hand on my belly area and one on my chest, and see whether when I'm breathing, if this is the swallow, the very superficial breathing. Then, if this is the case, the chest area is moving more on the belly, and vice versa. And so we're aiming to slowly bring our breathing deeper and make it deeper and deeper and deeper. That's the technique.
Yeah.
And then the tapping technique that comes later on is, as I said, is there to, first of all, release any tension that we hold in our bodies. And there is this theory that there is a lot of tension that we are holding here in the arms area. So that's why we start the tapping from the arms area.
Yeah.
And slowly, after like 10-15 minutes, we start tapping very softly. We don't want to create any bruise or anything. It's just to get the sensation, really. We start tapping in different areas of the body, areas that we feel any tension. For example, for many people, it's like the shoulders area, the upper back area, neck area.
Yep.
It can be even lower back area or any body part that they feel discomfort. The aim behind the tapping is, first of all, to warm up the area, to connect with our bodies a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then, as the time goes, to release tension, feelings, emotions that they're stored in the body. That's the mindset behind it.
Wow, no, thank you. I'm going to throw some rapid fire questions at you before we finish up. What is your favorite season?
Summer.
Summer.
That's easy.
Why summer?
First of all, I'm from Greece and I love the sun. I love heat. I don't have any issue with heat, actually. And also my birthday is 1st of June, at the beginning, the first day of summer. I think that's why.
Okay. Describe yourself in 3 words.
That's very difficult. I think that's the most difficult question you ask me today.
Really? Okay.
It's very hard. I would say, okay, I'll try. I would say authentic, straightforward, and social.
Sure. Okay. And last one would be, if you had to choose a superpower, what would it be and why?
Okay. To fly. I would love to fly, so I can easily move anytime in places around the world and explore. Explore the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anastasia, thank you so much for today. Where can people find you?
Yes. So, first of all, as I said, I'm providing private sessions, dance and movement psychotherapy sessions at King's Cross, where I have my office. And people, they can find me either through LinkedIn. Anastasia Moraiti is my name. And also, I am part of the Psychology Today and Counseling Directory. So they can find me through those pages as well. And very soon I'm going to have my own podcast. And that comes with Instagram as well, a professional profile. So they will be able to find me there as well.
Have you got a name for the podcast yet, or still brain?
I'm going to keep it as a secret for now.
That is perfect. Perfect.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Anastasia, thank you so much for today. I wish you all the best in your practice, everything that you're doing, your podcast when it comes. I feel like there's a book coming out of you. I don't know why I feel that, but yes, everything that you do, I know it will be blessed.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I loved it today. And honestly, you made me feel very welcomed.
Oh, bless you.
In your studio today. And good luck. Good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.